here at Kung Fu Corals. We're gonna go visit Danny and take a look around his store. Sorry to distract from your video, but if you've been thinking you want a hoodie like this, or maybe you want a long sleeve shirt like this, or maybe you want a t-shirt like this, or you want to embrace your inner Mad Reefer with a lab coat, these are all available at my store, madreeferaquatics.com. They're in extremely limited
quantities
right now, but I mean, they're high quality. The lab coats are nice, the shirt's nice and stretchy and soft. They all have the same small logo on the front, large logo on the rear. On the rest of the shirts, it's just in white. On the lab coats, it's in color. Go buy some. So I'm here with Danny at Kung Fu Corals, and I have to say, as soon as I first found this place, it's always been my favorite store to come back to. He's always got the best corals, the most vibrant ones, and stuff I've never seen before. So how are you doing today, Danny? What's this new tank?
Yeah, so this is Aqua Japan, about 800 gallon, and then probably 300 gallon in the sump. We got this as a display, and personally, it's just like I want to keep corals that I didn't want to sell and just have my own personal collection.
All right.
Didn't want to do it at home, so I did it at the shop.
So this is just your display piece. Nothing for in here is for sale.
It's for sale, but like most of these things that I really like to enjoy growing out and farming.
Okay.
So we got like some grafted torches over there, some high-end colonies, and then a lot of different mushrooms. Then also some rare hammers, and then some rare scullies in the back. You know.
This tank is full of masterpieces. Even 2 or 3 of these people would love to have in their tank at home, and you have hundreds of them. It's quite the incredible collection you've got here. Is there anything in here that you have a particular favorite?
I think one of my favorite in here would be probably the Insane plate, like the TCK Insanity plate. We started farming those. I think those would probably be my favorite right now. As far as mushroom, that one no-name mushroom right there, the bounce, is pretty cool. And then right in front here is a grafted hologram. So we know the Holy Grail, and then we know the hologram, and this is a grafted between those two. It's naturally occurring.
That's beautiful.
So that's kind of cool. Right now we have white light and blue light running, so we can see a lot of the fish. What else is cool? We got a bunch of grafted torches in here. There's a few in the back that's slightly grafted. The new tiger torch, and then of course just a bunch of random plates that I thought were pretty cool looking.
They look incredible. Yeah. What are you doing for lighting on this tank?
So these are LED light. They're about 280 watt.
Okay.
I think 80 watt is white, 200 watt is blue. And it's 2 different power bricks, so we can control which one goes on and off. They're manually dimmable, so we can't use an app or anything like that, but we can manually dim it and then put it on like smart plug, like Kaza plugs, and turn it off and on.
That's pretty sweet. What kind of par are you getting in here?
So right now, with the white being about 40% and the blue around 100, we get about, at the very top, maybe 650 par.
Wow.
But the nice thing about these type of light is the reflector makes it very efficient. So at the bottom, I'll get like 350 par at the very bottom. It's mounted like 2 feet above the water column. Plus there's a lot of surface agitation, so there's a lot of scattering. But we still get like pretty high par on the bottom. I think the best thing about these lights are like they're very inexpensive for what you get. They're just big and bulky for the house.
So how are you going about doing such high par on what most people would know as soft corals, like 150 or less?
You know what? I didn't know that, so I just did it. So my thing about corals is like I look at my corals a lot, so I know when they're happy and
Yeah.
not happy. And so if I put a coral up too high, I'm like, okay, there could be two things that's wrong. Could be too much flow or too much light. So I'll move it until I find a place that's happy. And like, okay, so mentally, I know these type of coral might like that. The strange thing about kind of like categorizing things as low par, high par, it's not true for every single coral.
Okay.
Like for instance, these humors, right? They're supposed to be low par.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned from reading the internet, talking to you. Oh, super low par. You got this guy is at 250 par, and he's huge.
Yeah.
These other four are the same as this, but they were in low par for a much longer period of time. And I just recently moved them over to high par, so they're getting more bounce. Same thing with like OG Godzilla, right? They're supposed to be low par, and under high par, they're still
so you've got these 3 to 4 times the amount of light most people would do, and they look incredible. It's one of the healthiest mushrooms I think I've ever seen.
Right, they're crazy, and I think the thing about it is like if you just know your coral and not listen to people and just kind of like figure things out yourself and just kind of like move things where they're happy, they do a lot better. Same thing with gonies, like the amazebar gonies.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be like under 100 par, but they're up at like 350, 400 par. I don't get the extension because of the high par.
Yeah.
But the color is way better.
The colors are really bright on there.
And they still grow. So if you drop them down to super low par later, they'll extend. But the fact that they're coloring up and growing, but shorter extension makes perfect sense to me.
So are you getting better growth with your higher light?
I don't know if I'm getting better growth. I'm definitely getting better color.
Better color, which I mean, I think that's most important here.
Yeah, the growth I think comes from water parameters like trace elements, nutrition, clean water, nothing too crazy.
All right.
Like for instance, like gonies, right? Like if you put gonies in high par, you're gonna get better color. And I'm like, okay, so I put everything in high par, and this particular teal looking one, I don't think it likes high par, so it mainly stays closed. So even though some gonies can handle high par, there's a particular one that might not be able to do it. So that guy needs to be moved down. And then there's other things like stratosphere zoa. In low par, you get a lot nicer looking. In high par, it gets really dark, like right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So super dark in high par and really pretty in low par. But they're still both thriving and surviving. They just look different.
I like the way you do things. You're always willing to experiment where most people won't. And through all that experimenting, you invented the KFC method, which has been incredible. I've used it at the farm many times. It has saved probably hundreds of my torches, ones that would have been doomed before. So I just got to say thank you to Danny. I do have a gift for you. It is, I've got a t-shirt.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
And I have a custom frag rack I've been working on building.
Nice, nice.
All acrylic. You got your little holes for your corals, so corals don't get stolen by urchins.
Yep, perfect.
This is a prototype, but I wanted to give it to you as a thank you for letting me come into your farm today. And
appreciate it.
I appreciate the opportunity every time I get to come here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Trent.